Welcome to Adam the beginning. Okay. Trying to figure this out, you know what I mean? I just go back into Shelby's picture and Shelby's trying to show me something. She's showing me, and what I'm getting to understand as I look into her pictures, she shows me the eye of Ra. But then I keep looking at the herb, and then it's showing me something coming out of her eyes fighting, and she's trying to pull away from it to show me the eye, right? You know what I'm saying? Like the snake is trying to pull away. But as it does it, I run it back again through her eyes, and it pull out, and two eyes come. You know what I'm saying? I redo it again, and it starts showing two eyes. And then it goes back, and it turns into four little balls standing around. You know what I'm saying? Like if they practicing or they fighting. You know what I'm saying? Four little balls. You know what I'm saying? Which represents what I think she's trying to tell me, my four cousins, the four turtles. But then what I notice is that as it goes, it turns into a frog. Now, what I understand now is, at the beginning when I went to jail on my first phase, you know what I'm saying, my first phase at the St. Bernard, when I started seeing people like demons, that I almost hit a guy, cause I was in a bar, and a guy, I was seeing them as demons, and the guy rushed and rushed me, and we ended up getting out the bar. So I ended up leaving. I said, oh shit, the demons, they're starting to attack me. You know what I'm saying? So I had a dude come and walk, and I almost hit him. So whatever, to cut that story short, I ended up in jail. You know what I'm saying? So I did something. I was psyched out, and they put me in the box. When they put me in solitary confinement, I started staring into the glass, and that's when I said I seen the hog. It was like a frog. And Anthony Hopkins movie, that he got that little machine that he drops a ball and it goes. Well, it seemed like the hog was on top of the stars, and he was dropping a ball, and it was going down like that. You know what I'm saying, through the thing. But as the hog, it turned in. The more I stared and the more I learned about it, the hog turned into to a frog. It turned into a frog. I mean, not to a frog, to a raccoon. And at the end, it turned into a frog. You know what I'm saying? And the frog had a hat. He had like a card, like a magician. You know what I'm saying? Like he was a magician. Now, what I'm starting to understand is Chris is into that Santeria magic. You know what I'm saying? Thoth, the Egyptian individual, taught us about magic, right? He taught us. He taught the Egyptian about magic, right? Somewhere on the top, some magic, right? And the Bible forbids the magic, right? So God says don't practice no kind of witchcraft and that. So this whole time when Chris opened me up, it started out through a battle of magic, right? So I kept my faith in not believing in the Santos and believing in God, you know what I'm saying? And in Jesus. That shit wrong. And the way I communicated with God was like through Jesus. This is how I started into believing. So now, you know what I'm saying, God is showing me all these things. I started learning about the tablets 20 years later. I passed through all the phases. I don't want to go through all them stories that I've been through, but I'm going through the ones that I see count. So Shelby shows me these four turtles. The eye raw, but it's trying to convert it to two. Now, when I'm understanding what God is showing me, put it in my head, that these individuals cover their eyes. The Muslims believe in the one-eye Antichrist, right? But I'm trying to create two eyes to bring forward a different Antichrist. You know what I'm saying? The different Antichrist. So what's happening is, it seems that I'm creating another eye for my turtle, because it's missing one eye, that it converts into a frog. At the end, it goes from a reptilian to a turtle to a frog. You know what I'm saying? That's the magic behind it. You know what I'm saying? I know what's the story of the frog that turns into a prince. You know what I'm saying? Because I know cartoons got a lot to do with shit. You know what I'm saying? Somehow the innocence. That's why I say the innocence it's until they bleed and they nut. From that point on, after that point on, they're no longer innocent. They lose that child mentality, that innocence, and they start getting a hold and being accountable for their sins. You know what I'm saying? So this is what Shelby's showing me. You know what I'm saying? I gotta go for another thing. I think she's. I know there's three. If this invasion happens, because these motherfuckers keep pushing back, there's three individuals that will be saved. You know what I'm saying? The innocent and the kids before they bleed and nut. The ones that believe in Jesus, and the ones that are mentally discapacitated in life. You know what I'm saying? God don't hold them accountable for their sins because they're not mentally established. You know what I'm saying? That's why I believe Shelby showing me the medical field, you know what I'm saying, and the sign of that medical field, because either I gotta go back back in the hospital and figure out something with the mental, because I don't know. I remember when I was in the mental, it seems like I was connected with them. You know what I'm saying? In my phases, I could connect to the ones that were really out there. You know what I'm saying? And they knew me and I knew them. You know what I'm saying? We was like on that mental stage shit. You know what I'm saying? I knew them and they knew me. You know what I'm saying? So until I started coming, you know, then I woke up, came back out of it. I seen I was in the hospital. And every time I seen I was in the hospital, I'm like, oh shit, I got to get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I learned. You know what I'm saying? This is what I'm starting to get. But I know also if it creates two eyes, you know what I'm saying, and only two eyes, I think I gotta wrap their eye with bandana. That's where it's the streets. Cause I had a dream with Tupac and Biggie, and when one of the dreams, all the gang members, you know what I'm saying, all the gang members there was with rags, with bandanas lined up. You know what I'm saying? And each one of their bandanas, you know what I'm saying? So I believe, you know what I'm saying, the bandana represents the street, you know what I'm saying? Their rags and how they wear their bandanas and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I gotta wrap. I'm drawing what I think Shelby's trying to tell me. I gotta draw the turtles. I gotta draw the turtles out and wrap them up, wrap their bandages up. You know what I'm saying? You see how, you know how it looks, how it's going on? Let's watch. See how it moves? Look. See how there's nice three little things? It's like something in the line in the center. Look at the value. You see how? Look, the four turtles. Look. You seen that? You seen that? Like the four turtle shells. You see the eye has. You seen that? Now it looks like. You see all this? Look, the four. Looks like a turtle shell, right? Like the turtle shells. It's trying to turn into the turtle shells. Look at that. See that? It looks like it's saints. You see that? You see that? Now look, what? Tell me you don't see that. You see how it turns? It's turning back. Now it's like saints, like they. Come on, man. Come on. They're playing stupid. You know what I'm saying? They're playing stupid.